So because I'm mad, I'm doing 2 events in one weekend. Today is Nico's turn. We bathed him on Friday, so hopefully he's still quite clean. That's his new coat coming through. He's been out in a fly rug, so his face is a bit grubby. His legs are a bit grubby in his hindquarters, but he's not too bad. I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, we've got about, 45 minutes. So this is the Cornish Association of Welsh Pony and Cob Society show, CAWPCS, I think it's abbreviated to. And this is the 2/3-year-old mountain and moorland in hand class, obviously in hand. And Nico is a 3-year-old now. Nico hasn't been out to an event since the last show we did in December, which I think was the same sort of show, CAWPCS, but it was their Christmas show held at Poldice. The main reason that I entered this one was because it was quite nice and easy for us, but also because I have entered him into Devon County Show for the experience. He's not an in-hand type when it comes to Welshes, so it's very much more the experience of a big county show. Obviously he went to Royal Cornwall last year, so this year we're going to try Devon County, and basically this was one of the only shows before Devon County, because it's quite early, it's sort of mid-May, that I could get to. So he was quite good going around the ring in the group. He did a little kind of break into canter when we did our trot. Not too worried about that, because when he does break into canter, he tends to have a slightly more expressive trot afterwards. So then we got called in to line up in any order, and I just ended up being at the very end of the line, which is fine. I was a bit worried he might get a bit fidgety, but actually he was very good. And then obviously we got called out to stand up for the judge. So usual sort of etiquette, stand up for the judge. They walk around, then you walk away from them, and then you turn around and you trot back at them. So you should literally trot into them almost, and that's so they can see that they are straight. I was really chuffed with how he trotted up there. He didn't break into canter, and I thought his trot looked really lovely. And I always trot straight along, and then I go all the way along the back of the ponies, to give him the best, longest trot, and I guess the most exposure that I can. And then at the end, when I finally managed to stop him, we then just thank the judge. So I was absolutely delighted to be called in to first place. I personally felt it was quite a strong class, and also the CAWPCS shows have always eluded me in the young stock classes, and I've sort of had a bit of seconditis with them. So I was really chuffed to be called into first place. Obviously I'm biased, but I felt like he deserved it because he had behaved so well. This definitely shows that going out to these shows does give them experience, because he has just progressively got so much better in terms of his manners, his patience, like his performance basically. So it really does pay off. So as we came first place, we qualified for obviously the in-hand championship, but there is also a Welsh in-hand championship. I think for the highest place Welsh in each class, but it might be any Welsh or Welsh partbred in each class. I don't really know. Anyway, we went in for it. So we weren't lucky enough to get awarded champion, but that's fine. It's all about experience, and to be honest, we waited for about, I don't know, an hour and a half for these championships, and he just wasn't in it anymore. He was bored in the ring. You could see he was like, I've done it once, not interested in doing it again. So he was very, very good, but equally, but it's all good. You know, he didn't help himself. He didn't have his ears forward much. As I said, he behaved so well. I can't fault his behaviour. Like bored, done this, and that's what it's all about. Really, like we're in it for the long haul. Exciting. I want him to have manners. I want him to be well behaved. And if you can get that on the ground, then hopefully it's going to follow through into the saddle when he's being ridden. So, yeah, very, very pleased with him. Felt always very nice to take home a red frilly as well. And yeah, he was an absolute gentleman this show, a pleasure to do. He was really, really good to be cleaned, because obviously that's something which has been a bit of a pain in the past. And big thank you as always to everyone that helps me get to this point, particularly my instructor Karen, who helped me clean him on Friday, and also to the lovely Ben, who gets dragged along to all these things. Mind you, he is always happier when we take home a red frilly, so yeah, he was happy. What a clever boy. No championship, but he was mega. So if you made it this far, a big thank you for watching. If you do like the content that you're seeing, if you could subscribe and give me a like. And you can also go and follow us on Instagram with the same name, @Horsing a Hound. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Catch you soon. Bye.